Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asad Yaqub and I am from Lahore, Pakistan. Once again, I welcome you guys to my Ielts listening video, and in this video we are going to discuss choose one out of 3 options or out of 4 options. The type of question we have is write the correct letter, and they give you 3 options, and then there are the questions like 5 questions or 6 questions, and you have to choose the right option. So I'm going to tell you how to read the questions, what is the important part of the questions, and how to keep the questions in mind, and while listening to the audio what to keep in mind and how to find the right answer. This is what I'm going to tell you. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe my channel and click the bell icon. Now let's go to the handout, and there practically I'm going to give you some very useful and very effective tips. Let's take a start. Okay guys, now let's take a start. Questions 15 to 20, that means there are 6 questions. It says, what does the manager say? Now important thing, managers say about each of the following aspects of the company policy. Each of the following aspects of company policy for apprentices, right? Now what does the manager say? Whatever the manager say, that is written here, and whatever the company policy for apprentices is, that is written here. Okay, so these are company policies for apprentices, and this is what the manager says. Understand? Now over here we've got only 3 options, and the question type is write the correct letter A, B or C. Again, as I told you, nouns, verbs, adjectives are important, so you need to read the options first. They are important. It is encouraged. Now what? It means these policies. It means policy. You should be very clear about it. It is encouraged. Company policy for apprentices, it means this: using the internet, it; flexible working, it. There are some restrictions. Now restrictions means on these things, company policy for apprentices, on these things there are some restrictions. And against the rule, for rule they can use the word law, regulation, or it is contrary to company's policy, something like that. Okay, now what you need to do, put your this hand here and put your this hand here. Okay, now first of all, in the audio he will talk about using the internet, and they are going to almost talk about 1 or 2 options. For example, as far as using the internet is concerned, last year we encouraged everyone to use the internet while they are working in our company. So it means that is last year. Okay, so you need to listen carefully. But this year we've got some new policy, so using the internet while you are working is against the regulations of our company. Now the answer is C. So there are 2 options. Option 1 is you can write 15 over here, or option 2 is you can write C over here. Whatever you are comfortable with. One hand here and the pen here. And see, the words are encouraged. Now for encouraged we appreciate. For restrictions there are certain sanctions, restrictions and all that, and against the rule. So important thing is encouraged. You need to see the tone, restrictions and rules. In the same way they will talk about flexible working hours, and let me tell you, there are 3 options and they are going to talk about some options. For example, flexing working hours, you might be thinking that there would be some restrictions on flexible working hours, but actually we appreciate the flexible working hours, and this improves the productivity of our employees. That means the answer is this. He talked about this as well. Then if they talk about booking holidays, right, they say, well, As you're working here, you may want to book the holidays. Let me tell you, you cannot do it on your own. Before doing it, you need to ask the manager, and in fact, in consent with manager, you can book the holidays. So booking holidays on your own, they are not allowed. Not allowed means there are some restrictions. So it's that. Listen carefully, very carefully. They will try to trap you. Working overtime, they will talk about this, but then they deny. They will talk about any option, so you have to see which option is the right one. Wearing trainers and bringing food to work. Now for example, bringing food to work, right? They start talking about it. Bringing food to work, we always encourage the employees to bring their own food, but then we had certain problems. Some people's food or some trainees' food was stolen. Some people eat their food. That's why we changed the rules for that. Now you cannot bring any eatables from your home. In fact, it's against the rules of the company. See, first he said encouraged, and then at the end he decided this. So listen to each option and then consider all three options A, B, C, and then decide which option is the right one for that, and then it's up to you. Now for example, for B option, if it is question number 17, I can write 17 here, but it's a good idea to come back and write B here and then go back, come back and go back. So this is how you have to do it. Now I play the audio. You have to do it. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions. So the target is 6 by 6. If you get 6 by 6, you must comment this video. And this is section 2, by the way. You cannot lose marks if your target is 8 band. Okay, you cannot lose any mark here if you are looking for 8 band. All the best, guys.
Now listen and answer questions 15 to 20.
Now, I just want to run through a few company policies for our apprenticeship scheme with you. Most importantly, the internet. As part of your job, you'll be doing some research online, so obviously you'll have unlimited access for that. But please don't use it for personal use. You'll have your own phones for that. Some of you have already asked me about flexible working. After your probationary 3-month period, some of you will be eligible for this, but it will depend on which department you're in and what your personal circumstances are, so please don't assume you'll automatically be permitted to do this. I want to make sure there's no confusion about our holiday policy. Apart from any statutory public holidays, we ask that you don't book any holidays until after your 6-month apprenticeship has finished. Time off should only be taken if you are unwell. Please speak to your supervisor if this is going to be a problem. You'll be expected to work a 40-hour week, but there may be opportunities to do overtime during busy periods. Although you're not required to do this, it can be a valuable experience, so we advise you to take it up if possible. Obviously, we understand that people do have commitments outside work, so don't worry if there are times when you are unavailable. As you know, we don't have a formal dress code here. You may wear casual clothes as long as they're practical. And the only restriction for shoes we have is on high heels for health and safety reasons. Comfortable shoes like trainers are preferable. There's a heavily subsidised canteen on site where you can get hot meals or salads cheaply. Snacks and drinks are also provided, so we've decided to introduce a no-packed lunch policy. This is partly to encourage healthy eating at work and partly to stop people from eating at their workstation, which is unhygienic. Okay, moving on to...
Welcome back. Well guys, so how many answers are correct from 15 to 20? Huh? Alright, type the answers you got, okay, in the comment. Just say out of 5 I got, we've got 6 questions I guess. So out of 6 I got 5 correct questions, or I got 6 out of 6 or 4 out of 6. So this is good. And let me tell you, if you target 8th band in IELTS listening, you must know how to deal with every type of questions that might come or that may come in IELTS test, in listening test, so that you are ready. Now for example, if you have difficulties with multiple choice and you're looking for 8 band, that will not be possible. So where you have the difficulties, do it more and more so that you achieve your target. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe my channel. I run another channel, Asad Yaqub Vlogs. You can subscribe to that, and I have a Facebook page, Asad Yaqub IELTS. You must like my Facebook page as well. I also teach IELTS online. If you want to join my online IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub wishes you all the best. Take care. Allah Hafiz.